Hey, what are you eating? What the?
Vas a ver comiendo del garaje. Ven acá, cabrón. Ven acá. Ven acá.
Got the shop dog in the garage today. Hey.
What's up, boy? 10. Bring me a 10. It's my helper. Now that you don't want to work with me much, I gotta find a new helper.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, hello Valleys. Here we are again with the motor all taken apart for the most part. It's looking good. I like what I see. Basically, we just remove everything. We kind of have it ready for cleaning and painting and stuff. But before that, I gotta take the cover off and take the covers off, do the timing change, inspect everything, make sure everything is looking good inside. We're not gonna be doing that just yet because we don't have the parts. We're not quite ready yet. I just want to get everything kind of, at this stage so we can get the harness out and, get that shipped out to Dave, the TDC shop. And then we're just gonna put this to the side for now. We're not ready. This is what's gonna be going into the Cabrio. But again, we gotta do another swap before this one. So for now, this is pretty much it. This is as far as we're gonna go for at least another month, 2 months maybe. So we'll do another updates afterwards once we get started again. But at least you guys have an idea how far we go in taking it apart, taking it down. We're gonna cover everything up, put it away, and once we get the timing change done and put the covers back on, everything, new gaskets, new seals, everything, then we can wash it, power wash it, and paint it, make it look nice again. So yeah, and this is how far it's gonna go.
Same engine from a Mark 5 R32. Like we said, it's going to be going to the Cabriolet. We're going to be taking out the 12 valve VR6 from a Mark 3, like a 97, 96, 98, whatever, around that year.
Around that.
We're going to be throwing this in. 100 horsepower increase, probably the same amount in torque. But yeah, we're going to be putting this aside. Just want to take it apart, start making a list of what we're going to need. Yeah, well, all that comes in, we're going to be taking care of some other jobs. The harness is out, getting done by TDC shop. Dave over there getting the parts painted, the intake. Well, actually, we're gonna have a surprise for the intake. Maybe, I don't know yet. We'll see how things goes. We might not be running this intake. And that air box, maybe someone's gonna use it. We do need the map sensor though. We're gonna have to keep that. We need that for the engine. There's the ECU, the rest of the engine harness, and a bunch of other parts that we're not going to use. We're not going to be using that oil cooler. The alternator we are going to be using, the throttle body, yes. So, bunch of
we're
parts.
saving everything to, when we put it together, we'll see what we're going to be using, like hoses and stuff. Most likely we're going to end up going with new stuff, but just in case we need something, we kind of save it, and after we're done, we throw a bunch of stuff away.
Yeah.
But for now, we kind of take everything apart, box it up, and then we'll throw it away after we're done with the motor put together. We don't want to be struggling looking for part when we already had it. So
because this thing is a puzzle. We're going to be using parts from a Mark 3, a Mark 4 even. Going to have a alternator bracket from a 2003 GLI 24 valve. So
or GTI.
These things are puzzles. You got to know what you're doing. You got to do a lot of research, and thankfully, we've done this a few times. We've already done a few power steering conversions as well. So thankfully, we got that under our belt. But I think that's it. That's going to be it for the engine now for a while, at least until a few weeks. But we're going to be putting this to the side and moving on to something else. Okay, so now with the engine put aside for now, going to be working that once it's at the right time. We're going to be moving on to something else. So for those of you that don't know, we actually build custom wheels as well. So any wheel needs that you guys are looking for, message us, hit us up with any questions, any inquiries, whatever. We'll let you know we can do something. Things like 3-piece builds, step ups, and things like that. We can definitely help you out with that. But let me show you guys what we're going to be working on. So I got these faces right here. They are Starform Type Ds by SSR, the Japanese wheel manufacturer that I'm pretty sure a lot of you know. Fully polished 3-piece faces. As you can see, they're like mirrors. Check that out. The polish on these is really nice. Managed to source these somewhat locally, thankfully, and just happen to have lips and barrels already sitting around waiting for some of these faces. All brand new lips. Check out how they look. Let me stand them up so you can see a bit better how they look. That's good. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they look beautiful.
Yeah, they look insane now that they're going to be assembled, all put together. I still can't get over the polish finish. It's actually pretty good. It's kind of tough getting a nice polish finish on cast parts, but they did a really good job on these. And then just match with the polished lip. Looks like a mirror.
I wish we would have done it like 9, or like 8.5, so we can put it in there. Now that I've seen it, how they look.
Oh, now you like it? Now you like it?
I mean, I have a problem.
No, I don't think they would have fit because of the brakes, anyways. Maybe with a big spacer.
Maybe with a spacer
with a
and smaller
15.
lid, but I know it will not look the same. So, yeah.
No. Now, my intention with these, when I spec these out, I got the lips and barrels made were for more of a Japanese car, like a Lexus, maybe a Nissan, something like that can fit really wide wheels, because these lips are 3.5 inches, and then the barrel is 7 inches, so that's a 10.5-inch wheel.
They might work in a BMW, I mean a Mercedes or
Yeah, that too.
or Audis.
Yeah.
Like some Audis, they can pull off those those kind of.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, maybe a Mercedes. Yeah, like my dad said, an Audi A6 and A5. They can fit wide wheels like this as well. 5x114. So all you have to do is throw on some wobble bolts. No adapters needed. They'll bolt right up. But gonna be assembling these today. Been waiting over 3 months for the lips and barrel, so see how they look now with the hardware and the nuts and everything. Let's see how they look. Alright, so gonna be running chrome hardware on these, so we can have a full chrome polish look on the entire wheel. It's gonna look insane. New nuts as well. We'll be running these. But the first step, before we even start assembling the wheels, we gotta clean the wheels. We're gonna be cleaning the mating surface between the lips and the barrels first. I don't want any chances of any leaks or the silicone not adhering to the material, so gonna clean them off first. Gonna be using carb choke cleaner. Pretty much use alcohol or any similar thing to this. It's all gonna do the same thing. Put some on a microfiber rag, and thankfully they're brand new, so doesn't need too much work. Just a quick pass all the way around. Everywhere where the silicone's gonna sit, and that should be enough. Alright, that's it. Now they're ready for the silicone. So I know everyone has their own opinion on how they want to seal their wheels, but this is what we use. Permatex Ultra Black gasket maker. It's been working well for us. Never had any issues. We currently have a set with this. No issues at all, no leaks. I know a lot of people like to use the clear silicone, but we've had a few times where they just don't seal right. So we decided to go with this, and ever since then, wheels have been sealing fine. So
we've been using this for years now, and we never have an issue. So we stick with what we know it works for us. So
yeah, everyone uses whatever they want. This is what works for us. So do with that as you wish. So now time to apply the silicone, the gasket maker, whatever you want to call it, onto the barrel.
Too much.
So this is what the silicone should look like once it's set down. We like to put silicone in between the barrel and the lip. It's been working for us. I know a lot of people like to assemble and then put silicone on top, but this works for us. It's always been working for us, so this is what we do. This is how we do it. Now time to put the lip on. So these are going to be face mounted. So the face is going to be all the way at the top. So it's barrel, lip, and then the face. Yeah, just line up the holes. Make sure everything's lined up. All 40 of them, these have a lot of holes. And now the face.
Let me see what the box sim is. Yeah. Right there. That's it.
Perfect fit.
Fits like a glove. Time to put some bolts in.
Alright, so now with the bolts on, it's pretty straightforward. Bring it up to our roller. Put all the nuts in all around. We like to first tighten 5 of them in a star pattern, just to even out the face, make sure it's nice and centered, and then put on the rest. This is what the back should look like once it's all done. All 40 bolts are torqued down to 15 foot-pounds, but this is only for M7 hardware. So if you're running M8, M6 or something like that, you're gonna have a different torque. So just be careful of that. Silicone over here looks nice and smooth. You don't need too much to seal 3-piece wheels, guys. Don't put too much silicone. This is all you need, just a little strip. And this should be the final product up front. What do you guys think? I think they look insane. I think they look like mirrors. I might put this in my bathroom or something, in my room. I might put this in my room. They look insane with the chrome hardware. I think it complements them really, really nicely. Black center cap to top it all off. Yeah, that looks really nice. It's gonna look insane for whoever takes them, because these are gonna be for sale soon. They're 18 by 10.5 with a positive 24 offset for anybody looking for a set of wheels. All brand new lips and barrels, brand new hardware, ready to go. Now with this one wrapped up, just have 3 more to go. We'll be back once these are all done. Pretty much repeat the same process for all of these. So we finished assembling those 4 wheels, got that taken care of, that's out of the way. Now we're in the Cabrio. You guys can see, it runs great, 0 issues, running smoothly. Just that little issue that it's burning a little bit of oil that just bothers us. And we just can't seem to get over it, but we're heading to our other garage where we keep our the white Mark II with the other 3.2 swap. So here in the other garage, this is where we keep the white Mark II and the red Mark II. Fortunately, this thing doesn't start up. Definitely the car that we use the least, so not surprised. Let's get the jumper plugged in. See if it starts. I went on the wrong side. Here we go. So there she is, finally out of the garage after, I want to say, a few months. Last time we took this thing out was like for a Cars and Coffee 2 months ago, I want to say. Like I said, we don't really drive this one much. It's usually the Cabrio or the red Mark II that we're usually taking out to shows, especially since we just did a 3.6 swap on the red Mark II. That one's been the one that we've been taking everywhere this year. But I mean, this thing still looks amazing. We washed it right before we put it back in the storage in the garage, so it's looking good. Always love these wheels. They suit this car perfectly. The white on white looks great. And personally, I'm a fan of the rear end. We took off the black hack blend, the black taillights, and I like the cleaner look. It looks really good. Looks very, very simple. Yeah, these cars don't need much to look good, guys. So we're back in the garage, gonna leave the Mark II outside for a bit while we wash it, get it ready for the event. But while we wait for that, we got our friend's Mark IV GLI here. We're gonna be helping him out with a bit of work on his car. Gonna be replacing a coolant hose that's leaking, and then he also has a slight oil leak somewhere, so we gotta figure that out. But yeah, check this thing out. It's super clean. One of the cleanest Mark IVs around, and he dailies this thing too, so something nice, something you don't see every single day. It's got 19-inch Bentley wheels, nice chrome headlights with our projectors. Pretty much a stock engine. I think it's 100% stock. Actually, he has coil packs. I think he has a boost gauge. So a few things here and there. And check out the interior. It's really clean as well. Yeah, I would love these Mark IVs. Getting pretty hard to find now. A clean one at least. You find a lot of them, but they're all clapped out. Yeah, this guy making another appearance, Stino right here. Well, the Mark IV GLI from yesterday, we got it out the shop. No issues. Replaced coolant hose, and what else did we do? diagnosed an oil leak. So got that out of the way. Next day here, our friend Jesus, he brought in his Mark III with the 3.6 VR. We did the swap 2 years ago?
More.
No, 3?
Like 4 or 5 years
Oh, it was
ago.
after 2020.
Like
Before or after 2020?
Like 4 years ago.
Before or after 2020. Something like that. Well, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's a little dusty, but it hasn't been running right since the last time we went to Solo or what is it called? Alpine Volkswagen. Alpine Volkswagen now, yeah. Hasn't been running right. He was having overheating issues. Now he's having the oil pressure light come on, right? So we're gonna see what's going on. Maybe we can take it with us tomorrow for the season closer that we're going to. So we'll see how it goes.
It should be fine. Right. I mean, I don't think it's anything major.
Yeah.
I mean,
hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think it's just air in the line. I think from what he told me, that he went to the mountains and it was really hot that day, and everybody kind of back up a little bit or something, and then it was the reason I think it was overheating or trying to overheat is because he's running only 2 little fans in front.
Yeah.
Because this car was like meant to be show mainly. It can be driven, but it's not. It wasn't meant to be like in the really hot days with only those 2 little fans in front of the radiator pushing air. So I think that's the main reason. I mean,
it also doesn't have an expansion tank too, so that doesn't help.
Yeah. So
doesn't help too much either. Like you said, this thing is just for show.
Yeah, but I think if we just bleed it, obviously the car is drivable, like we can drive it everywhere. But if it's like a standing traffic, it might.
Yeah, no. The problem is he went to the what is it called? The
overlook.
The overlook. That's really, really steep, and he
and everybody
pulled over. Everybody pulled over right in the middle.
A guy pulled over, and then everybody was trying to go up again, and they were having issues, and so obviously I think that's the reason why overheated. If everybody would have keep the same pace going, he would be fine.
Yeah, but imagine pulling over in an elevation that's like 45 degrees. No, never. Yeah. But
so that's where we're at right now. Yeah. We're gonna take a look at it and figure it out, get it back in the road, and we should be fine.
Yeah, see how it goes. All right. It runs so smooth. So it looks like the car's wrapped up now. Got it back down on the floor. Nothing too major. We just had to bleed the coolant system once again. Like we said, it overheated over an Alpine Volkswagen back in May. Had a little bit of overheating, but looks like it bleeds fine. Just because of the road conditions, the car wasn't moving much, so the coolant wasn't circulating. So no big deal. And the oil pressure light, the sensor was just disconnected, so no big deal. Now, just time to give it a quick wash, get it ready for tomorrow. Quick wash on Manny's wagon as well, taking it to an event tomorrow. Imagine rocking 3-piece BBS RSs on your daily. Pretty sure these are triple stepped. I'm not even sure, double or triple, I can't really tell, but looks so sick on his Beamer. Pretty much all wrapped up now. Clean and dry. It would look insane on it, so clean. Polished lip, polished face, hexes, hardware, everything. Perfect fitment too. Just had to dry and wash these things. I got a good arm workout, man. I can't feel my right arm. But.
How about one more thing?
Last one for the night, man. This thing was so dusty. Definitely needed to wash with the water. you can see the dust on it, man. Oh my god. He hasn't taken this thing out since Helen, I think, so. Let's get this one done. One more set of BBS RSs. I won't be able to feel my arms tomorrow. That's gonna wrap it up for tonight. Got Jesus' car all washed up, all cleaned up, ready for tomorrow. We also did some adjustments in the trunk setup with he has all the air ride, air tank and everything a bit loose. He had a few screws that needed to be tightened. It was rattling a little bit, but it's all good now. It's all ready to go. He still has a battery issue. Looks like his battery's dying, so we got to jump it every single time, but no big deal. Now that it's all washed up, it looks immaculate. It looks as good as it did when he first finished it up, when he first got it painted. wagon as well. Yeah, all the cars are cleaned up, ready to go for tomorrow. Should be a great time. Great time to catch up with some friends, hang out, chill, eat some good food, some beers maybe. We'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.